All right. Who was there? Khadija, were you there last time? Could you please just enlighten us?
I was not here last time.
Okay. Aisha was there. Aisha, do you remember what we were doing? Anyway, we completed the verbs, I guess.
I
We were
wasn't there
doing the-
last time.
You were not there?
Yeah, I wasn't.
Iman wasn't there, Khadija wasn't there, Safa wasn't there, Hafsa wasn't there, I know that. So all the people who were there are not here today. Anyway, so let's start. So do you remember your ayah, surah?
Yes,
I believe I'm Surah Yasin, yeah.
Okay, you are Surah Yasin. So you want to do the Surah Yasin? Let's start with Surah Yasin today. Okay. Let me bring it up, and then it would give the first ayah would give you a practice how to present it, and then next time you would be on your own, right? Let me help you guys a little bit. Okay, Safa, ready?
Yes.
Safa. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, so let's go to the surah. It's a little okay. I don't know if I have that, but let me try to find the ayah. Okay, I'll make a picture right away. I'm not finding it. Sorry about that. Surah Yasin should be somewhere. Anyway, I'll just like pull it quickly. Give me 2 seconds. Surah Yasin 36. Okay. I'll make a picture and send it to OneNote. Okay, now we are good. I'll go to OneNote and I put it in a Hives. Okay, so let's start with the first ayah. Can you read that? Can you see that?
yes,
Safa?
miss.
Yes, Safa,
Yes,
start.
I can.
The
Yeah.
first one is, yeah. Can you start translating or like explaining, please?
Wait, I'm a little confused. Was this our homework?
No, it's the after completing the verb, now you have to open your surah and start presenting. And if there are verbs, you have to explain if it's a maz, if it's a muzare, and how it's how can you explain what is the meaning, right? So try it. Like I'll help you today, but from next time you will just like prepare your ayah beforehand. Okay.
Okay.
So start with the first ayah, please.
Okay. Yasin.
Yeah. What does it mean?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Yasin is harufe muqatta'at. What are they?
Huruf muqatta'at.
And nobody knows the meaning, right? Only Allah knows the meaning, right? Okay. So you don't even have to explain that. Whenever there are, just like Alif Lam Mim is also huruf muqattat, Yasin is huruf muqattat, right? What is the definition of huruf muqattat? It's like disconnected letters, right? They don't have the connection. They don't have a connection. They don't have the meaning, right? So this is huruf muqattat. Okay. So you don't have to do that. Next ayah.
The next ayah is Wal Quran al Hakim.
Mhm.
Wal Quran, I'm assuming, is Quran.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I think it's a good thing it came for you guys. Wa over here, I usually told you the meaning of wa is and,
Yes.
but over here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is swearing at Quran, right? Like he's saying kasam hai Quran ki, right?
By?
So taken by Quran, right? Okay.
Okay.
So you would be seeing like that pattern. So this wa means by Quran. Okay. So
Okay.
this the first time I think I told you the most common meaning that was just and, but this is by Quran. Okay. Next. Al Hakim.
Al Hakim.
Hakim means wise. Is it a verb or a noun?
Noun.
It's an
Yeah. Safa. Yeah. Safa. Yeah. You were saying
Yeah.
something else. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a verb, but no.
No.
It's a
It's
noun?
okay. No. I won't say it's a noun or it's a verb. I'm just asking you. If you say
Oh.
it is a verb, you have to explain why it is a verb. Okay. Can you explain?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, verb is an action.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess
Is it
wise is not an action. It's not an action.
I'm good. Alhamdulillah. So it's not action, right?
No,
What is it then?
a noun.
Yes, it's a noun, right? So because in Quran or in Arabic, it's very simple. It's either a preposition, it's either either a preposition, either a verb or a noun, right? We have only three things, right? So it becomes easier. So it's noun. And Safa, for future, I'll tell you a little trick. If there is alif, if the word is starting with alif lam, right? Just like al Quran. So al means the Quran, by the Quran, right? Like it becomes like a proper noun, right? Specific, right? So whenever something is start with, you can make the proper only the noun, right? Like just like English, book or the book, right? So this is Quran or Al Quran. So if it's Al Quran, so you know that you can put Al in front of what?
So
A
the
noun.
Quran? The Quran.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a little trick for future to remember whether it is a proper it is a noun or a verb, right? So if you ever see alif lam, then it becomes what? It becomes
Proper noun.
yeah. So now because al also have alif lam, right?
Yes.
Al also has alif lam. So what is it? It's a noun, right? So mashallah. Okay. So this was easy, right? This is a wise book. This is the Quran, which is like wise, right? With the full of wisdom, right? So when we start reading it, we also get the wisdom, right? We become the wise people of the society, right? Then when we talk, people listen, right? Okay, you understand the benefit of reading Quran because it is a book of the wisdom. And when you start reading the book of wisdom, you learn so many things that you also become wise all of us, right? Okay. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Next.
Innaka laminal mursaleen. Inna means indeed.
Hmm.
And
Means?
ka means your.
Yeah, you is a
Indeed.
singular,
Oh,
right?
okay. Indeed, you.
Indeed, you. Laminal, la, lamin. Lamin is, you can do one word, like among.
Among?
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
It's a new, it's a combination of la and, or you can say verily. La also means verily or indeed. Indeed, you, indeed, from, you, indeed. You're like, this is a sloob of Arabic, right? If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to emphasize a word twice, he would use the verily twice, like in the, so inna also means verily and lam also means verily, right? Verily you, verily from al-mursaleen. And then, did you see the pattern? Al, when you saw the al, you have to be very confident what it is, noun or the verb.
Noun.
It's a noun. Now you can recognize that, mashallah, right? Al mursaleen. Mursaleen, what does mursaleen means?
I'm not sure.
The sent one, right? You are among the people who are Rasul, who are sent, who is the messenger, right? You are among the messengers, or you are you are one of the messengers, like just like that, right?
So the messengers?
Yeah. Among, like the,
Al-Mursaleen.
yeah, one of the messengers, because mursaleen is a plural, right?
Yes.
You are one among the, you are among the among the list of the messengers, right? Among the messengers, right? Because there are not so very many out of the Arabs of people. Only 124,000 messengers were there, right? So that's, and Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is the last one, and he is among them, right? Among those the group of the Muslims, right? Got it?
Yes.
Right. Okay, good. Next, you want to do the fourth one as well?
I mean, sure.
Okay. Well, now you like it. First you thought it is difficult. Now you are thinking, oh, I can do it, right? See, I tricked you. Yeah, mashallah. You are doing good. Okay. Allah.
Allah means on.
On. Sirat.
Sirat the mustaqim. I know sirat is like
Straight
I don't
in
know.
Surah Fatiha. In Surah Fatiha, we said, Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim. We say that, right? In the Surah Fatiha, we read Rahman. So what we are asking the dua, we say, oh Allah, give us the guidance to the straight path, right? So sirat, path, yeah. And mustaqim is straight, sorry. Yeah, I would switch the words, sorry. So it's a path. Which path? Mustaqim, straight path. Okay. Do you got it? I think next time when you have a turn, you just like prepare next 4 or 5 or whatever. Just look at them beforehand, before coming to the class, because this is your surah, right? And you have to present it to the other people. And now you have to ask the group if they have any question.
Oh, okay. Oh,
they have to ask you, right? Yes. And if you cannot answer, then I'll help you in answering that. So first ask them.
Oh, okay. So does anyone have any questions? Sorry, I wasn't aware that I had to do it for this week, but inshallah for tomorrow I'll have a couple more ayahs translated.
Ready. Yeah, mashallah. Good, good. So not only the translation, you have to understand it is a verb, it's a noun, who is it
Yes.
is spoken to, right? Inshallah, inshallah. You will enjoy it. Like the way I'm saying it, you without preparation, you did so well. So when you do prepare, you would be excellent, inshallah. All right. Who is next? Iman? What is your surah?
My surah is Surah Yunus.
Surah Yunus. Let me get the Surah Yunus for you. Okay. All right. So it's on the screen. Bismillah.
Do you want me to translate Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim?
No, I said Bismillah means start kijiye Allah ke naam se.
Oh,
Right?
okay. Yes. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Yeah.
Alif Lam Ra. Tilka ayatul kitabil hakim.
Yes. So what is Alif Lam Ra?
Alif Lam Ra is a hufe. So it doesn't.
Muqatta'at.
Oh, sorry.
Muqatta'at.
Muqatta'at, so it doesn't have any meaning.
Yeah.
And then
Miss, I have a
Yes.
question. I haven't taken the screenshot of the previous ayah, the whole Surah Yasin.
Okay. Once we finish this, I'll get you that. Remind me at the end, right? Okay.
Okay,
Inshallah.
ma'am. Inshallah.
Ji, Iman. Tilka.
Tilka is this or is it this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ayat.
Yes.
Oh.
Ayat.
Ayat is a sentence or verse.
Verses. It's a plural of yeah. In okay, everybody. Whenever it's if it's a non-akil noun, and you have to use the isme ishara. See, it's like for ayat, which was a plural. We didn't say ulaika, we say tilka. So whenever there is a plural of non-akil, what do you mean by non-akil? Means like it's not a human being, right? Right? So whenever there is a case, then you use the ism ishara singular, right? For plural noun, you use a singular, right? So next time you would be thinking, why these are ayat, why they are not using these, but that's the Arabic sloob or Arabic grammars work like that. So whenever you use the non-akil, the plural, then for non-akil plural, you just use the singular and feminine, singular and also feminine. But for here, it is, even if it was like a masculine, you would still use the feminine, right? Sometime. So that would be confusing a little bit. That's why I'm trying to explain. So next time you have to pay focus whether you are using the plural or the singular, right?
Me?
So this is a, yes.
How can we recognize that the ayatu means plural or singular?
Yeah, this you will learn over time, because if it's a single verse, then it's ayah, right?
Okay.
And if it's ayat, then it is plural,
Okay,
right? Because you learn the most regular one, like Muslim, Muslimun,
yes, miss.
Kafir,
We have
Kafirun.
done it before.
Yeah, but there are the other like even in English, right? You don't use always S. Sometimes you use a different thing, right?
Like in
So
Urdu, we say kursi and kursiyan.
kursiyan, right? Yeah, something like that, right? So it's just ayah and ayat. That's how. So you have to recognize plural as well sometime, right? And whatever you can, you just like have to recognize them. Okay.
Okay, miss.
Yeah. So yeah. So Iman, did you get that? Tilka ayat, right? These
Yeah.
these ayat, right? So we will translate it as still these, because you know the ayat are plural, and this is a Arabic grammar, so it's okay to translate them as these. Okay,
Okay.
these ayat.
Ayatul Kitabe, which is kitab means book, obviously the
Book. But
Yeah.
over here we are talking about al kitab, the book, which is the book. Do you know what book we are talking about here?
the Quran.
Quran. Yeah, these ayats are from al kitabil
Hakim.
hakim. Yeah, see now you know, like, okay, what Safa presented, what you are presented, it's the same concept, right? Although
Yeah.
this is different surah, but it also says it's like a wise book, right? Mm-hmm. It is a Safa. Did you see that? So you learned the Hakim over there, and now
Yes.
you know everywhere it comes, right? Like it right away came into the next surah as well. Mashallah, right? So now can you translate it like one more time?
This
And
same
al,
thing.
yeah, and al denote that it's a noun, and it's a noun, right? Al Hakim, yeah, yeah. Just
So,
translate the same sentence.
okay, Alif Lam Ra.
Mm.
These verses
Mhm.
are these verses of the book of the wise of the book, the Quran. So how do I, okay, so these
Yeah, you
ayats
have
or
to make up your own translation, whatever you feel like is correct sentence
okay.
in English. That's how the translation are written, right?
Oh,
There's
okay.
no perfect way of translating. So every translation is not reflecting the correct. So whatever Allah like gives you in your head, like whatever you feel, like you should know the verb and the nouns and the word by word meaning, and then translate it whatever way you think it's like would suit or
So
audience would understand.
should I say these verses are of the book?
Yes,
These
which
ayats
is,
are of the book,
yeah,
the Quran.
which
Oh,
is
the
a wise
wise
book.
Quran, the wise
Yeah,
book.
don't leave the wise. Yeah, right. That's what we want to emphasize, because this is the wise book, right? Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Miss,
Okay. Yes.
can we also say like this the translation? These verses are from the Quran, are the wise?
Uh, Actually, Al Hakim is coming next to the Kitab, so it's usually like the word is just like presenting the Kitab more towards the Kitab,
Okay,
right?
okay, Miss.
So if and but in that sense, your question is good. If ayat are from that, then they are also wise, right? And whoever is reading it and understanding it, they also become wise, right?
Okay.
And Allah and Hakim is also Allah's sifat, right? Allah is
Yeah.
wise. Allah is the most wise, right? He's
Right.
Azizul Hakim, right? He's the
Yes.
mighty one. Yeah. All
I
right.
have a question.
Yes. Ask
So
away.
la, like lam with a fatha,
Hmm.
is that means four, right? Like four, or does it mean R?
It means verily as well, right? There is a la and there is a li. Li is mostly li is for. La is a lam taqid, means like indeed, sometime.
Okay.
And it can have various meanings. So you will learn one by one. That's why you have to write in your notebook the ayah you are presenting. You have to
Uh-huh.
write the definition of it, right? So you can explain to somebody if you are teaching, like inshallah, once you complete your study over here, you would be able to teach somebody, right? It's always to give somebody knowledge, right? There might be once you start doing it, you would find it so amazing and interesting, then you would like to, for example, your cousins, your siblings, your friends, you would like to even Even some of my other class, they have the non-Muslim friends. They're like a Christian friends, right? So they also tell them what's in the Quran, right? They, because their friends ask, oh, what's in the Quran? So they tell them what's in the Quran, right? So it's always good idea to learn it and pass it on the knowledge, right? Whoever asks you. So you should
Okay.
make really good notes, all right?
Mhm.
All right. So Iman, you want to present the next one? Is a little long one, or you just one is enough for today?
One is enough for today, and then inshallah tomorrow I'll do the second ayah. Get it ready.
Inshallah, inshallah. Yeah, inshallah. That's a good idea. Who is next? Khadija? Or whoever. Hafsa, you want to do, or Khadija? One
Yes,
of you.
Miss, I can do it. It's Surah Anbiya.
Surah Anbiya. All right. So you guys are liking it now? Now you are in the real deal, right?
Yes, it's so interesting as we can easily get the knowledge of the some of the verses. I think
Yes.
like some of the words I feel it's
Yes.
so
Yeah.
interesting. I personally
Yeah.
really like it.
You would like it, inshallah. All right.
Sure.
So let me tidy up a little. So I just like make the circles and the square. Okay. And you got a very interesting one. Oh, mashallah. And you would like, I think everyone would like this verse the most. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So there are very few verses in the Quran which starts with a verb. Did you guys did the forms of the verb?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. So before we start on that, Hafsa, you might have to hold on to that.
Okay.
Let me do the forms, right? We might present this tomorrow, inshallah. Okay?
It's okay. Yes, inshallah.
Inshallah. What I want to do, I'm going back to the whiteboard and teaching you guys the forms. I think I missed that. Okay? Because without doing the forms, you won't be able to present this ayah. All right? All right. So let's let's do the forms, and everybody just focus and pay attention because that's very important. All right. Forms of the verb. Okay, what you did so far, I think, was a form 1. Okay. Like in English, how do I tell you the forms, right? One is the present and the past, which you have already done, the mas and the mudare. Okay. That's not a problem. All right.
Yes.
The reason I was saying that in English, English is not perfect. It doesn't mean that I'm against English or I'm against Urdu. But what I meant, the Arabic has so vast, like it can explain you the things in like 10 different ways, right? And how is that? So for example, you said like kafara. Kafara means to be ungrateful, right? So you remember the word? We did the kafara. Do you guys remember? There was a root word was kafara, means to disbelieve or to be ungrateful. Okay. What was the word? Kafar. To disbelieve or be ungrateful. Okay. All right. So the mass for that was kafara. Right? Okay.
Yes.
And it was the first form, right? He is
Disbelief.
ungrateful. Yeah, like yeah, he disbelieved, right? He disbelieved, right? The first form. The very first third person, right? We will do the third person because we just want to show you how the form works. But this was a form 1, and we did the form 1 of the Maaz and the Muzare was kafara, kafaru, kafarta, kafartum, kafartu, kafarna. Okay? And then we did the yakfuru, yakfuruna, takfuru,
Furuna, akfuru, nakfuru.
did the forms. Okay? And we did the form 1, right? And it was all okay. But Arabic has like 10 forms. You have done the form 1. Now, what is the form 2? What we are talking about form 2? Form 2 is, it's like a second letter is twice. It's like kaffara, right? The first form means like he disbelieves. Sometimes he can believe as well, right? Like it's the degree of the disbelief is less, right? But if like a kaffara, degree of disbelief is high, right?
Okay.
Kaffara means degree of disbelief is a little high, right? So this is the second form. So what we did, like we took the first form is like simple, like ka, fa, and ra. Second, we are adding one more fa. That's why it becomes tashdid. We are making it like kaffara. Got it?
Okay.
And then the third, so this was 1, this is 2. The third one is kafara. What is the third one? Kafara. Right? So what we did, we took the kaf and we just added the alif in here, right? And the fa and the ra remains the same. Okay?
Okay.
All right?
Yes.
Okay. The fourth one would be akfara. What would be the fourth one?
Fura.
Akfara. We put the alif before.
Okay.
Okay. So we just switch around the alif. We did say alif kafara. Okay.
Okay.
That's the fourth. The fifth form would be takaffara. We would put on the second one, we'll just add the ta. Ta kaffara. Ta
Fura.
kaffara. Right?
Yes.
6 would be
Nakfura.
no takafara. On the fifth, yeah, this is the third becomes 6 with the ta, right? So it is
Okay.
takafara, right? Fara. The 7 would be in kafara. Like we put alif and a noon in the beginning. In
Kafura.
in kafara. Okay. And
Okay.
the 8 would be
Inakfura. Inkafura.
no iktafara.
Iktafara. Okay.
We will put alif in the beginning, then kaf, and then ta in the like after the first letter. Iktafara. Right? And 9 would be ikfarra. Right? We will just do the last letter twice. Ikfarra. Ikfarra. Okay?
Okay.
And the 10th would be istakfara. Is seen ta kaf fra. Is, so we just added alif, seen, and then ta. 3 letter in the beginning, right? So now you would ask, what is the meaning? I'll just say the higher the form, the more deep meaning. If somebody is takfara, is like he is like hopeless. He is just like totally disbelief, like nothing can be done on him, right?
So he contains a lot of sins. Like we can
Oh,
say
of
that.
course, yeah, yeah, yeah. right?
Like
And
if we go for istaghfara, so he have done a lot of sins and there are no forgiveness, as we can say, or there are.
you know what? Yeah. You can never say there is no forgiveness because Allah is like a
Yeah,
Ghafurur Rahim. So if
Rahman.
somebody, but somebody has to do the effort to ask the forgiveness. That's why for istaghfara, there would be istaghfara, right? The ghafara, like it's just like to ask forgiveness, it would be istaghfara, right? Ask like lot of forgiveness, right? That's what we all do, right? What we do, we do istighfar. We
Istighfar.
have put like istighfar. We don't do ghafara. We just do istighfara, right? We do istighfar, right? We do the 10th form because we don't know how many sins we have done, right? So we always do the 10th form of the forgiveness, right?
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Right? We always, like all of us, we always do istighfar. Kehte na istighfar karo, right?
Yes.
So that's the 10th form, right? That's the 10th form. So everybody tells us to ask like the maximum forgiveness. So if there is anything we have done major, so Allah forgives us, right? That's why we just like do the istighfar, right?
Okay.
All right. So we will stop you guys over here because there are new people. So take the screenshot, and you want me to go to
Yes.
Surah Yasin and give you the screenshot for that? All right. Just give me a sec and take it
Only
quickly.
Surah
So
because I have to take for Surah Yunus.
oh, you haven't taken Surah Yunus as well?
No, I have taken the Surah Yunus, but not for Surah Yasin. I forget, as I'm also
Okay.
doing the translation with Safa. That's why.
Okay. So
Yeah.
can you just take the screenshot? Yeah.
Yes, I've taken. Thank you.
You're all welcome. All right. Who? Yeah. Kanza, you are there. So I don't know what lesson you were on. And we have Seema. Okay. The rest of the people, if they want to drop, they can drop. Kanza, where were you? Do you have the last, remember the last lesson you were doing?
Yeah. We did pointing pronouns, connecting pronouns, and negative words.
Okay, Miss.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum. Allah Hafiz.
Wa alaikum assalam. Okay.
Alaikum.
Okay. So let's ask Seema. Do you remember what you were on?
Yeah, we did the negative words, and we also did preposition.
Okay, you did the preposition and the negative verse. You did the connecting pronouns?
Yes, connecting pronouns, and but I would like to revise the last lesson on preposition.
Okay.
I have some confusion in understanding.
Okay.
Some things. So, if you want, I can share my screen, but I can also read out what you taught in the last.
Yeah, if you can read out, yeah.
Okay, so for the preposition, you taught us min, and the
Min,
meaning
yeah.
of min was from, right?
Yes, yes.
So the first word was minhu.
Yeah,
That means from him.
yeah,
Minhu, and then minhum, from they.
yeah. From them, yeah. From them, yeah.
From them.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will just note it down, from them. And then minka. Minka means from you, masculine.
Yeah, yeah.
Then minkum, from you all.
Yeah. Okay.
Then
That's
it
fine.
was minna and minni. So minni means from me.
Yeah.
And minna means?
Minna means like from us.
And minha also means from us.
Minha means from us.
That is-
From her. From her.
From her. Okay.
Okay.
Minna
Oh,
means
Ghazia.
from-
Yeah, Ghazia, you are also there. Okay. You just follow along. Inshallah, tomorrow I'll just like, yeah. Yes. So you revised that. So what was the confusion?
No, I'm just repeating it after you because I was not sure if I was doing it correctly. So the second word was un.
Okay.
And un means with. or from, on, or of. It can have any meaning, right?
Different, yeah. That's a
Different meanings.
preposition. Yeah,
So anhu means with him,
with him. Yeah,
unhim with them.
unwhom. It should be like unhim doesn't sound right. Unwhom,
Okay.
unwhom.
Okay. Unwhom with them. Anka with you, masculine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anhum with you all.
Mm-hmm.
Anni is with you, which is feminine. And
Mm-hmm.
then it was Anna and Anha.
Mm-hmm.
Anna means from her. With from
Anha,
with
from her. With her. Yeah.
With her.
Okay.
Okay.
So
the
if you have
last,
done those two, yeah. Oh, you
yeah,
did the last as
all right. So Rabbana means
our Rab.
okay. Rabb, you, yeah, you said that
His
it
Rab.
means Rabb is with, or it can be, it can have a meaning of in also.
Rab is Rab. Rab is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
So Rabbihi
His Rab
means Rabbihi
I-
का क्या
is
मतलब?
his
In
Rab. His Rab. His Rab. His
His-
Lord.
His, okay, his Rabb. And Rabbihim,
Their Lord. Yeah.
I think it was confusion over here.
Mm-hmm.
And Rabbuka, or it is Rabbika?
Rabbuka. Yeah, you can. Yeah, Rabbuka. Yeah, don't worry about the signs. Just the what does Rab means and what does Ka means, right? It can be Rabbaka, it can be Rabbuka, right? But that you would learn later on, right?
Okay. So Rabbuka means your Lord, or your, that is masculine.
Yeah.
And Rabbukum is all your Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay, I got it. And
Got
La
it?
means for. La,
La means for,
for.
right? So you did lahum as well, yeah?
Yeah, I did la, lahu, lahu. So
Mm-hmm.
actually it means for. Lahu means for
Mm.
him. Lahum
Exactly.
for
Yeah.
them. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Got it. So now
Okay.
can continue.
All right. So next. So you did 4 of them so far, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So you guys are comfortable with la, min, and an, kanza, and ghazia? Well, ghazia, you have done it so many times now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And kanza, you did the
Yeah.
an and min, right? So la, sima is done, la. So we will continue with more preposition, and maybe instead of doing like a separate lesson, we will just like combine this lesson, and inshallah in a day or two she would be finished with all the preposition, and we will start the verbs again for you guys, right? And in the first class you are already sitting in the presentation, so try to grasp to whatever they are presenting over there, right? They are starting right now, they are on the first ayah, right? And inshallah, as soon as you finish your verb, you would be assigned a surah and you would be presenting that as well, inshallah, right? So let's, let's like, if it's a revision for you, it's okay, just stay there. So we will do it for Seema, and you guys, like, it might be revision for you, all right? So the next word is fee, Seema. What is the next word? Fee.
Fee.
Fa, ye, fee. Okay. What does fee means? Fee means in. Okay.
Okay.
So because we just want to remember that, so we just combine it with the pronoun. So fee, he. We cannot say fee, who, because it's so difficult to say, right? So
Yeah.
there's no technical reason, it's just the linguistic. It's like fee, he. Okay. Fee, he. Fee, whom. Fee, him, sorry. We cannot say whom. It's fee, him.
Can you also
Fee,
tell the
him.
meaning? Like fihi means
In him,
in him. Okay.
right?
Or
So if you just combine in and you know the meaning of pronouns yourself, right? So just I have written down the meaning at the top. All right. Fihi, fihim, fika, fika, fikum, fi, kum, fiya, because there one ya for fi and one ya for ye means my, in me, fiya, and fina, in us, and fiha, in her. Okay, fiha, in her. Okay, so this was fi. Okay, the next is, you got it, Sima?
Yes.
Okay, so next would be ba. Ba, kasra is B, means by, of, in, whatever the meaning there should be, right?
Okay.
In or with, right? The common example is like Bismillah, right? By Allah's names or in Allah's name or whatever, however you want to translate it, right? So translation is not important. To learn the preposition is very important, okay? Because the translation is like whatever the person feels suitable, like, right? But the actual thing is to learn the Arabic of the Quran, right? All right.
Okay.
Okay. So it would be again bihi, 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 bihim, bihim, bika, yeah, bikum, bi, bina, and biha. Okay. If you have done those two, we will do more. You want to
These
do
are also
more?
preposition. These are also preposition.
Yeah, fi and be is a preposition, right?
Okay.
All right, I'll clear the screen, and if you have done that, then we'll write more for you, okay?
Sure.
I'll do the hard way. All right, now we will do ala. Ala. Do you know the meaning of ala?
Allah.
Hmm? I bet you know. Have you heard Assalamu alaikum? What does it mean? Peace on you, right? On.
On you.
Yeah.
Alaikum.
Ah. Right? That's what we keep sending, like when we say salam, right? So on, right? So again, alaihi, alaihi, alaihim, alaika, alaika,
Alaikum.
alaikum,
Alai.
alayya, Alaina. Alaiha. Okay. Alaiha. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So you Kanza and Ghazia, do you have any question?
No.
Okay,
No.
that's good. And now we'll go to Ila. Okay. And it's a similar, but one start with alif and one start with a ain. Okay. So when it's Ila, Ila means two. What does it mean? It means two. Okay. So Ila, Sima, you would be very familiar with the verse with the ila in it. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi rajiun. It comes
Yeah.
with the alif, right? तो वे हमको लौट के उसी की तरफ जाना है. To, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So ila. So ilayhi, yani ke in the Quran, it's most of the time ilayhi is like for Allah, right? Allah ki taraf. Ilayhi, ilayhim,
Laika,
ilayka,
Ilaikum,
ilaykum, and ilayya. Sorry, it's distorted one. And
Lena,
ilayna. Yeah, ilayna.
Ilaiha.
And ilayha. Good? Okay, give me a sec. There's a call. Hello? Walaikum salam.
बात कर रही हैं?
जी, आप कौन?
मौसम अली बात कर रहा हूँ. अभी क्या नाम है, अल्मान, ये जो आपका अपार्टमेंट था, ये भी अल्मान ये खाया है, और तो हम देख के रहा है, तो उन्होंने कहा आपसे बात करनी है सर.
मैं इस वक्त मैं आपको तकरीबन 5 मिनट के बाद कॉल करूं? ठीक है, मैं मीटिंग में हूँ. अभी करती हूँ 5 मिनट में. ठीक है, ओके. अल्लाह. Sorry about. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So ये हो गया आपको आज किया और इला किया. ठीक है.
Yeah.
ठीक. आज के लिए काफी है.
हाँ, आज के लिए काफी.
ठीक. तो इसको अच्छी तरह करिएगा. एंड कंजा एंड गाजिया, don't worry about that you are lagging behind or anything. It's just a revision. It's always good to revise because like you guys were off quite. Kanza was also off for few weeks. I think couple of weeks, I guess. Right?
So, you know,
Okay,
I have
so
a
we'll-
suggestion. I have a suggestion regarding the recording of these sessions. Can you record them on MP4 format, because it is very easy to download those recordings.
Which for? Yeah, I don't do that. Like it's my bhanja does that.
Yeah, if you can ask him, because you see, it is the YouTube, and I'm sharing the links of these lessons